Okay, thank you for joining this session. We've now come to our final tutorial for this unit, which is information systems. What we covered in our previous tutorials, we looked into our unit aim, where we introduced um, how company facilitate the day-to-day activities by implementing information systems. We looked into how these softwares are beneficial from small to medium and large, small businesses to medium and large enterprises. So we've covered our three major learning outcomes, where we looked into understand the types of information system that are used in organization. We looked at understand the principal use, advantages and disadvantages of them. And lastly, we looked into understanding how organizations use information system to support strategic and operational decisions. So after all these insights, we've now had enough materials for us to look into assignment discussion. So the unit grading structure is based with a pass, merit, and distinction grade. This is a 15 credit unit, and they all add up for you to achieve the total amount of credit to pass this this level of qualification. So let's now look into our assignment discussion and what we required to do to complete this unit. So we've been presented with a scenario, and then we have three major tasks to write. Okay, so let's now look into our assignment scenario. So many modern organizations expand by purchasing small organizations. So this can now include companies or operations that form part of their own supply chain with the intention of reducing costs. So it could also be a direct competitor with the intention of increasing market share. 1 second. Yeah, to increase their market share. So on occasions, companies will perform hostile takeovers when the purchase of a target organization is made without the approval of the target organization board of directors. So the immediate outcome of that, the new organization could be faced with a variety of information systems with similar data, which now have to work for the benefit of the united organization. So we have now an example. Danish company, Education for Everyone Everywhere, known in Denmark as ATHE, has specialized in interactive software for post-16 education for the last 20 years. It has decided to expand by buying a series of small organizations and publish companies from around Europe, including Bosnia company, Webwise, which specialize in online education software to teach science from 8 to 15 years old. We Teach, a Spanish education publisher, which sells printed books in multiple languages in relation to Europe history. And Little Computing, a Finnish company that has a successful business creating technology related to educational ebooks for any age group. Between them, these organizations have a wide range of information system and data, and there will most likely be data duplication, particularly when the company might share similar customer base. As an IT practitioner working in this consultancy, part of the parent company, ATHE, you have been asked to prepare a series of resources that will be used to support decision with managers and staff from the other organizations. So task 1, if the first instance you have been asked to examine the 4 organizations in their own context and identify the likely information system they will be using. So note for this, you should use the internet to find example of similar companies to help you to establish typical usage. So your manager would like you to produce an infographic that explains the types of system that are likely to be unique for each organization and others which might exist in more than one organization. One of the most common information system across all organizations is the knowledge system. All organizations have a database which they use to record and manage customer and user FAQ, frequently asked questions. So these systems will need to be integrated into a single knowledge system. So we now have to create the content for a web page that describe the component of knowledge system, explain the characteristic of knowledge system. So the content should describe how the system have been integrated to create a single system to support all customers and end users. So extension activity. So to achieve a merit, you should carry out research to identify a customer relationship management system that would be suitable for the new combined organization. You should write a short article for inclusion in the company digital newsletter that shares your recommendation. To achieve a distinction, you should extend the article to justify your choice of CRM system, explain the benefit to all staff. Task number 2, plan and create a short podcast or video for inclusion of the organization new internet site that explains the uses, advantages and disadvantages of information system. Your podcast or video should explain the principal use of information system, describe the advantages of information system, giving specific examples of how they will benefit the organization. Describe the disadvantages of information system by considering the potential ways that an information system could fail. Task number 3, you have now been asked to work directly with senior managers to examine how the combined organization will use different information systems to support both strategic and operational decisions. Some of the managers are unfamiliar with information system and do not understand how they can be used to support decision making. So you will now have to create a series of slides with notes that examine with example how information system will be used to support strategic decision. Examine with example how information system will be used to support operational decisions. So you are then required to present your response to managers. Bear in mind that they are not technical. They are a non-technical audience. So we now also have an extension activity. So to achieve a merit, you now have to create an additional slide that analyze the key benefit of information system in how they support both strategic and operational decision making, ensuring that the data is used ethically and within regulation and legislative constraints. To achieve a distinction, you should explain the power of information system by evaluating the importance of testing different scenarios by changing variables within the project model. Yeah, these are the main 3 tasks that I needed to cover, which for 2 of them, we also have extended activities for merit and distinction. So here we also have a guidance for scenario, which is made available for you. And this should help you to structure your assignment in the most effective way. So if you do need any help with the assignment, you know how to reach out to me. And this is very much descriptive of what you need to cover. So I'd say this summarize everything that we've done. We've covered in our previous tutorials. And this pretty much is everything you need to know. Is there any question for me?
Thanks, Victor. No, I think that's all again really clear. You say there's the sort of extra supporting guidance document that goes with it from ATHE, and yeah, if I have any questions or anything that comes up whilst I'm doing it, I'll drop you a message on the WhatsApp group or send you an email.
Okay, that's great. Thank you so much, Jonathan, for joining the sessions, and I will see you in the next unit if I'll be the tutor for it.
All right, brilliant. Thanks, Victor. Appreciate it.
Okay, have a good day and good rest of the weekend.
You too. Take care, Victor.
You
Bye.
too.